Greetings and welcome back to another video entitled, Should Russell Wilson Sit for the Remainder of the Season? And is it time to make a career decision? This video is sponsored by Judge Joe Brown's Barbecue Sauce and Papa Duck merchandise. This broadcast is sponsored by Judge Joe Brown's Barbecue Sauce. Judge Joe Brown's Barbecue Sauce is for all your barbecue needs. Delicious on barbecue, vegetables, and greens. Again, Judge Joe Brown's Barbecue Sauce. Get yours today at jjbbbq.com. Again, jjbbbq.com. And for all things Papa Duck merchandise, you may visit the links that are also in the description of this video. T-shirts, long sleeve sweaters, hoodies, and all things Papa Duck merchandise. Now, let's get into this video. Russell Wilson, of course, is the quarterback for the Denver Broncos. And in a last-minute loss, Russell Wilson suffered a very scary concussion in the game with the Kansas City Chiefs. He is currently in a concussion protocol. And as many saw this scary injury where he landed head and face first, he appeared to have been potentially knocked out or extremely dazed. So it has been confirmed he indeed suffered a concussion. Now again, as I mentioned, he is in the concussion protocol, and with it almost a guarantee that this season is over, the question is, should the Broncos sit Wilson for the remainder of the season for his safety? At present and long term. And despite the $245 million, is it time for Russell Wilson to make a decision about his career? Now, yes, we all know this is a brutal contact sport. However, injuries to the head in all parts of the body in time could potentially bring on disabilities and issues, including CTE. The relationship between concussion and CTE is close-knit. However, research continues, as well as theories. Concussions are suffered by many types of athletes, to include football, hockey, and professional wrestling. As of late, more athletes are speaking about the lasting effects they have experienced after sustaining multiple concussions without proper treatment. And I believe that is an important part of that sentence. Multiple concussions without proper treatment. And this has highlighted one of the largest concerns and fears connected to concussion, CTE. Despite new interest in the diagnosis, treatment, and prevention of CTE, the condition has yet to be fully understood. In an article that can be found on concussion.org, the Mayo Clinic's Charles Alder says, "I think it's really critical if someone is playing sports or serves in the military and has a head injury, that they understand the risks. It's very difficult to counsel people now, given how little we know about the causes of CTE, but we can advise them on the association between repetitive head impacts and CTE." So, CTE, the basics. It is a neurodegenerative disorder that can be diagnosed during an autopsy of the brain. CTE is characterized by the clumping of a protein called tau, which is spelled T-A-U, in certain areas of the brain. CTE appears to be occurring in individuals who have had repetitive head injuries. And Alder continues to say that it can't be officially diagnosed in living people. Right now, CTE can only be confirmed after someone has passed away, which is a major hurdle for researchers. Now, diagnosing CTE can be difficult, but some of the behavioral symptoms include difficulty thinking, memory loss, whether it's short or long term, difficulty planning and carrying out tasks, impulsive behavior, depression, anxiety and or apathy, paranoia, emotional instability, suicidal thoughts or behavior, and headaches. Given that CTE is thought to be caused by repeated head injuries, the condition may be linked with concussion. Again, the condition may be linked with concussion. According to Dr. Adler, we don't know how many head injuries or what genetic factors increase the chances of developing CTE. So, with this information, albeit limited, is this something athletes, especially those who suffer repetitive head injuries, to include concussions, be thought about, especially when you are still young and despite when you feel you're still strong and recover quickly. Russell Wilson is married and has children to think about as well. Now again, at present, according to reports, he's feeling fine, but we are looking at long term. So again, I do realize this is a brutal contact sport, and athletes are aware of the risks when they sign up. But I often wonder, those that experience these residual effects later on in life, if they truly understood all of the risks and how their lives could possibly change as a result of these injuries. We all keep Russell Wilson and every athlete in our thoughts and prayers each time they take to the field, court, or the ice. Thank you again for tuning in, and if you have not, please make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. Thank you. Until the next video.